not used to this. It's crazy. I'm sorry, y'all. I am sorry. It's been so freaking long. But listen.
What's up? Okay, you guys. So, because I introduced this to John because I've seen this channel's videos before, and I was like, oh my gosh, this would be kind of cool to really try to, like, you know, do reaction to. So, the channel's name is Coco Butter. Kisses. And what they do is they either take different moms or different grandmas or different people of a certain group, and they have them try each other's cooking. I thought this was going to be really cool, really funny. I hope it's funny. Not us, because we always funny, but the video. So yeah, we're gonna watch one of the videos called Moms Rate Each Other's Cornbread. Now I don't know how your moms make y'all's cornbread, but I ain't finna tell you how moms make cornbread.
I'm gonna tell you how my mama make cornbread. You ready?
How she make it?
She called her mama and tell her to make cornbread.
Ooh, see, I ain't gonna laugh at you because I already know Tony gonna watch the video, and I'm gonna just sit here and make sure she know that I was defending her. So you on your own. Okay, let's watch the video.
Y'all got some water?
Ooh, I can already feel they're gonna be throwing.
Hey, I'm Kyra. I'm from Westchester.
I can already feel it.
What would make you think that?
Cause think about it. Alright, so
cause they black?
No.
Cause they women?
Cause they're rating each other. So if they taste the cornbread that tastes better than theirs, then they're gonna be like, good in their head, right? But then after they like realize like, but my shit gotta be better, right? So they can be like, it's alright or whatever, but like my cornbread is like it's a level above it, you know what I mean? Like,
I think they're gonna be humble, mature adults. Okay, y'all see this lazy ass heifer?
Hey, you muted.
That's all she do all day. Okay, here we go.
Hey, I'm Kyra. I'm from Westchester County, New York.
I'm Jordan. I'm from Jersey.
My name is Nigel Laverty. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. So my husband's a chef, and he
That's so funny, because I'm hearing Nikki in her voice.
What, Nicki Minaj?
Yeah.
actually taught me my cornbread recipe.
This recipe was passed down to me by the great ancestors on Google, okay?
My cornbread is gonna be the bomb because I
really thought she was gonna blame. She was gonna not blame, but you know, put her fam on.
Hey, listen. Every time I gotta cook something and don't know how to cook it, hey Google.
New recipes over here, cuz. I mean, that's why I don't really be knocking people's recipes. Because it's like I don't have a whole lot of recipes myself.
Would you hit Google up for a cornbread recipe?
I would. I was trying to make cornbread from scratch, but I was trying to make it healthy, like a vegan cornbread. It was disgusting.
And I just feel like you can't go wrong there.
My cornbread is going to be the best because it's moist and it's just the perfect texture.
Confession, this is the third time I've made cornbread from scratch. Personally, I think it's the best because I like sweet, like thick cornbread.
I think if people bite into my cornbread, they're really gonna get a nice hit of that honey flavor.
When I taste other people's
Baby, how you like your cornbread?
I like it to look golden brown, yellow like a vanilla cake in the middle. And I want it to taste the perfect balance. Like, I don't want it to be too sweet. Like, I don't want no, it's the birthday cake, nigga. But like, I want some like, it's sweet enough to be like, that's good. But, you know, it don't taste like a treat. Back in the day, we used to eat cornbread milk. So it's basically cereal, but your cereal was cornbread. You just pour milk in it and...
Yeah, y'all nasty. Okay, so
hold up! Don't do that, because with cereal, it's just stale cornbread if you want to be honest. Yeah, don't do it.
Whatever y'all need to tell yourselves.
Hey, grandma, that cornbread milk
that
is
makes it no better, because that just lets everyone know that you're
I ain't gonna lie though. When I was a kid and they said it's cornbread milk, or I see my grandma eating it, I used to be like, what are you doing?
Now, what kind of milk did she have in the cornbread?
Like regular milk.
Do that make sense though? Anybody else ever ate
cornbread
and milk together?
Bro, comment below. Have you ate cornbread milk Stop lying.
I feel like that's something that y'all
Stop
family
lying.
just did. Now, me personally, when you cooking it right, I don't like the bottom burnt. If it's burnt, it's okay, I'ma live. But I hate the aftertaste that comes with the bottom being burnt.
I agree.
But as far as it being golden brown and all that good stuff, that's nice. I like it fluff. I don't like it too thin because I feel like when it's too thin, it becomes not as like you biting into bread. It gives me the consistency of a cookie if it's too thin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yes, I like my
I don't
cornbread to have some height so I can feel like the nice fluffness of it. But that's a nice little cornbread.
I'm looking for texture. I don't want to feel like I'm eating a Popeye's biscuit and I'm like choking on your cornbread.
Oh my gosh, Popeye's biscuits are not that bad.
oh yeah, that's another thing. The moisture has to be like, it got to be moist, but it can't be like you pick it up and then it's not solid.
Because some meals really be feeling empty without that cornbread as a side. So if I've been waiting on this cornbread all day and all of a sudden when I go to cut into it, it's like ridiculous. It's disgusting.
Man,
I like my cornbread to be moist, and I like it to have a nice, like, a honey butter taste to it.
I want cornbread that makes me want some butter. Like if you bite into it, then you're just like, oh my gosh, tomorrow when I warm this up with some butter, it's gonna be a hit. That's the kind of cornbread I like.
You gotta add.
Well, then I feel like then there was something missing when you were cooking it.
Right.
I
butter.
See, I don't like that.
So this cornbread is a bit thinner, which I actually like.
It look like a sugar cookie in a triangle shape, right?
And like she cooked it too long. And she sucked, and by her doing that, it just sucked all the moisture out.
I ain't gonna lie though, it do look sweet. Cause the top look nice and caramelized, you know what I mean? Like,
but it look like it's gonna be too sweet. The one type of cornbread that I do not like is one that is not as moist, but it's sweet. I can't deal. I need the moisture and the sweetness to really balance each other out.
Because it's a little thin, in my brain, I want to say it's jiffy.
Presentation, it could be better.
Cornbread is supposed to be in squares. Don't give me a triangle of cornbread. It's supposed to be a square.
This one looks like it falls apart, which I think could be a good thing. Texture-wise, it's really good. Flavor-wise, it tastes a bit bitter.
I was not expecting it to be salty.
It's not that sweet. And I feel like cornbread should be a bit sweeter.
Y'all got some water?
I think that if they added a little bit of sugar, that it could have saved the cornbread. But as far as flavor, it's not my favorite.
If somebody is bringing this cornbread to the family function, it's probably going to be a lot of cornbread left over.
I definitely don't think a grandmother made this or an auntie, because I felt like this is very newcomer cornbread. Like they're not that well seasoned. Maybe it's their second try.
Well, they shouldn't have, because the title is Moms Rate Each Other's.
no, I think that she's saying that because it's like she knows mom's there, but it's like you can't mistake that this is a mother, this isn't a grandma. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Like, cause somebody's mom might make cornbread and it tastes like grandma cornbread. So she like, yeah, you can tell this is like.
Okay, girl, he saved you.
This
This will never, okay, be confused with my cornbread because I know better. My friends know better. They better know better.
This does not taste like my cornbread, but it was a good try.
I mean, the consistency of it isn't like the worst thing I've ever had.
If we're talking about whole texture and everything, to be honest, I would give it a 4 just because the flavor wasn't the best.
The salt is still on my tongue, y'all, okay? I'm gonna have to give this cornbread probably about like a 1.5. Yeah, okay. Next.
I would have told them, listen, we ain't need to talk about no flavor because she didn't even get the moisture right. So automatically that deduct 5 points.
But let's get into the flavor. Salty?
Yeah,
Why
would you
is
put
she
so much
throwing
salt?
shade?
I don't know.
Why did you put salt? Period. Salt going there?
I've never seen people use salt.
I mean, every time I made cornbread, it's been out of a Jiffy Mix bowl.
I can see you using a little bit of salt, but a point to where you can really taste it.
Yeah,
It's like
that's
why are you
weird.
doing that? Did you accidentally drop the measuring spoon? Like
She
what
got
happened?
nervous. I'm like, they gonna taste my oh.
Like was you talking on the phone? You was like, yeah, girl. So I poured too much damn. It's alright. Like, was that your situation?
I could put some more honey and butter in here.
Right. Let me just bake it a little longer. Let that salt
The
dissolve.
Wi-Fi network. You might want to check the connection settings in the Google Home app.
I mean, because you really didn't have to do that. Though.
Right. I should cut him off, huh?
That's crazy.
I should cut him off.
Right. Okay, girl.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have before you the corn muffin.
This one is actually really cute because it looks like they baked it in like a cupcake pan.
I actually don't mind those types of cornbread.
Corn muffins, they straight.
Yeah, like
I like
I ain't got a problem with them. They better than the damn pizza slice.
And they're worse than a muffin.
It's okay. It's better than the last cornbread.
I think it's a little gritty and dry.
I like my cornbread on
Baby,
the
you want to
sweeter-
talk about something being dry?
Hey!
I am so
Whoa.
sorry. No, I wouldn't really like trying to
Oh
compare her
my
like that. But I'm
God.
like, I think that she really shouldn't judge moisture on this. I think she should just stick to the flavor. Because
No, she think her cornbread was great. Okay?
she said, I think it's a little gritty, a little dry. Ma'am, did you see what you put in your to-go container
But
and
you
brought to
didn't.
the show?
I like my cornbread on the sweeter side. However, this is good. Like, I wouldn't be mad if somebody pulled up to the family function and they presented us with these corn muffins.
I'm getting a little bit of sand vibes. It probably needs more butter or something along those lines.
It got little texture things.
Because the audacity that is flying off of these eyelashes
Babe.
is crazy.
Give her just take the judgment and then roll with it. Cause you was
She wanted
like
to talk about.
you
She said that somebody put her up to that. Somebody said, "Hey, look, we want you to say this because they said your cornbread was dry." That's what that was. Cause ain't no way in hell
That's messed
you
up.
took a bite out of that fluff
That's messed
and you
up.
said,
Can you
take a
let
little
the
sand
woman eat and judge? That's what
on.
the show
It's
about.
like the mushiness of the bread and it's the crunch on the outside. So this is a hit. Not too bad.
I definitely think that this cornbread is box made. It just doesn't have that from scratch bit of love in it.
Compared to my cornbread,
I don't think I've ever had cornbread from scratch.
I
Cause
have-
is the base being from Jiffy, is that technically scratch?
no, that's box made.
Okay then. So like,
I think I had a homemade probably once. And the one time I had it, it was terrible. Okay?
everybody making box made.
But when my grandma make Jiffy, I don't know what she do to it.
She put the elbow thing.
But she put her foot in that like sugar mama.
Yeah.
Off of the Proud family, boy. I'm telling you.
Oh, this cornbread is big. Do.
You know what she do? Oh, damn. You know what she do? She just
That's what she said when y'all
she
eat all the
just-
damn cornbread.
open up her heart, take a little bit of love out. Close that bit back up.
Okay, that was good. I like that.
I might be ahead by just a little bit.
If this cornbread was served at one of my family
Well, you
functions,
taste your
we would
cornbread,
probably just remember, keep it in mind for next year that they should not make the cornbread. Maybe make something else or bring drinks and utensils.
This is a corn muffin, not cornbread. Y'all ain't tell us to make corn muffins. Y'all told us to make cornbread.
Girl, cornbread.
But if I must,
Because
rate
ain't
it.
nobody at the family function gonna say, "Oh, hand me a corn muffin." He'll say, "Hand me a piece of cornbread."
I don't know. It's gonna be that one cousin that's trying to be bougie.
No, it's gonna be somebody that's drunk or tipsy or something that's gonna try to be funny. Yeah, you know, because it's really this ain't no
They'll be
cornbread.
like-
They're gonna be y'all know them people. They be just doing the fucking most. They're
They
gonna
be
pick it
like-
up like, now y'all know this ain't no cornbread.
You ain't doing it right. You ain't doing it right. Hey, that shit good, bro. It's no cornbread though. Goddamn corn muffin. More like it. Shit. Give me another. That's how they
Give
go.
it a solid 7. I think that's a good landing.
If I had to rate this cornbread on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm probably gonna give it a 4. And that's me being a little generous.
You really wasn't bad. And I can tell you enjoyed yourself when you ate it.
Okay, New York. Big guy.
So this definitely looks like traditional cornbread. From the look of it, it looks like it's cooked properly. It's not too light.
It definitely looks a little bit
That's what I'm talking about. That's what my cornbread look like. You feel me?
moist than the last one I tried.
It has a bit of that, not burnt, but browning on the side. It's firm, a little sticky on top. It's an interesting texture.
It does have a taste to it that's a little different.
It's sweet, but it's really dry.
It's good, but it has a weird aftertaste, if you ask me. It's gonna sound so weird, but it's kind of like reminding me of like lotion or something.
What?
It gave me that feeling of when you eat a
The
Popeye.
taste of lotion?
The aftertaste, I guess. Oh, that's weird.
I mean, I think the key ingredient is going to be whatever liquid you're using. You just got to make sure you add enough.
I'm telling you, bro. I don't think they using enough butter because you remember what she said?
You mean eggs?
Butter.
Oh, butter.
Because you remember what she said? She said she liked the cornbread when you know, make it. Then the next day you can get some butter and put it on it. That's what her cornbread dry. That's her preference. She likes to add the butter.
Should have gave her a side of butter then.
Yeah, they should have gave him a side of butter.
Like the girl said, one of the cornbreads was too salty. If she would have had like some butter, maybe like some honey, she can kind of dip it into. Maybe it would kind of help.
Well, let me tell you. That's what cornbread milk come in, y'all. Listen, if you ate cornbread milk, let me know in the comments because she right there, that girl right there, she be tripping. Okay, all right. Continue.
And the texture is just almost choking you.
Oh, nobody would confuse this as my cornbread.
I think whoever made this cornbread is not their strongest asset, and they should definitely try to bring something that they're good at, unless they want everyone to choke.
I want to give it like a 5 because it definitely is more moist than the last one I tried.
I think that taste is the most important with cornbread. So based on taste, I'm gonna give it a 5.
Ooh, she came close.
She really did.
Came close. New York.
I would love to just thank everyone for picking me as the winner. I would love to thank my husband for teaching me how to make cornbread, for working at a soul food restaurant and making cornbread at his restaurant.
Now, Kyra made some of the best cornbread I've ever tasted, okay? I ain't even gonna hold you there. I don't know what she did that one day, but I'm telling you, it was good. Now, I also taste the worst cornbread ever from Kyra, but, you know, trial and error.
Make sure you
comment your cornbread recipes. So
have a whole discussion board, okay? Because honestly, you can really dissect this whole cornbread thing into a million different topics.
I really want to see, even if one of y'all do it, I really want to see one of y'all's cornbread recipes. If you don't mind sharing, if it's a family secret, just keep it in the book, keep it closed, lock it up, put it in the closet.
Okay. That's it.
That's
and all. I promise the next time you see us, it won't be like 3 years from now.
It'd probably be like next week, hopefully.
Yes.
But you know, miss
you
you guys.
Yes.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Bye.
I just want to keep talking.
No, say bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.